Celebrations are in the air the world over. Human Rights Radio is live to celebrate the festival with Nigerians. 101.1 FM. Just in case you're wondering what X-ray is all about, X-ray is like a searchlight. It is where we begin to X-ray either social, political, or economic. But as long as it is bothering people, as long as it's in the minds of the people. And I want to welcome our in-house analyst, our own family columnist, our prolific writer, our own, I will keep saying now,
Eid Mubarak.
Same to you. I got it right. Same to you. Okay, but I want to be able to read the president's Salah message right here. Celebration of this year's Eid al-Kabir. I congratulate our Muslim brothers and sisters who are currently in Saudi Arabia to participate in have continued to extend their goodwill and support after my return to the country. Indeed, your fervent and sincere prayers which cut across of building a great Nigeria. On the joyous occasion of this year's Eid al-Kabir celebration, I appeal to all Nigerians to rise as Muslims all over the world. This celebration is to commemorate the trials and triumph of the Prophet Ibrahim, through his sacrifice, patience, steadfastness, generosity, and obedience to Allah's command. African proverb that a family tie is like a thread. It can bend, but it cannot break. Once again, I assure you that this until we see the Nigeria of our dream.
Very apt.
Well, today's show focuses on the festivities like following the injunction of the Holy Quran. The Holy Quran states in parts in chapter 5 of the show is lawful for you and your food is lawful for them. The Quran generally refers to Christians either directly as Christians and equally take food from them when they celebrate. We're going to take an insert, or rather we're going to go straight into that. I want to say something about the president's speech. I want to underline something. He has energized me to rededicate myself and this administration to the task of building a great Nigeria. When you hear the president make such a statement, what does he bring to mind, Majid?
This is a very touching message. I think we've seen the president has become more and more sober since his return from his medical vaccines. In just this few words, when he says, "Indeed, your fervent and sincere prayers, which cuts all Nigerians, irrespective of faith, culture, and political inclination." And this is very important. For a president, it goes to show a religious tolerance. It goes to show that Muslims, Christians, all good things are made lawful for you, and the food of those giving the scripture. What this means, who are the people giving the scripture?
Christians.
Christians and Jews are same in faith. We are nearest in faith. In fact, there is no difference between us. And this statement is further emphasized, leave. And those who are Jews, and the Christians, and the Serbians, whoever believes in, nor shall they grieve. And in another verse, Quran chapter 5 verse 69, Almighty Allah further says, "And men devoted to learning, and men who have renounced the world, and they are not arrogant." There are so many verses in the Quran that shows the similarity, the oneness, the sameness of all Abrahamic monotheistic faiths. And with this statement, I believe in the oneness of our people, that we are one in faith, and there should be no division.
Okay, we're going to go straight ahead and listen to Malam Maikudi talk about these things that we have started to talk about. But then in the event, another thing that the president spoke about is, he said, on the joyous occasion of this year's Eid al-Kabir celebration, to keep our country together. Seeing as the polity is tense right now and with the way things are going, well, that there are prejudices. So and it's not that he's ignorant about
exactly,
it. He knows
and he has admitted, he has
the bonds of friendship
and unity,
which
because
is very important.
This prejudice, the Nigerians over the years have become negatively religious, in the sense that they preach those things that divide us as a people. And you know, religion, organized religion, has become a subjective interpretation of faith. Therefore, individual interpretation, comparative religious studies, that, denounces one faith and another also, shows both the president's speech and from the scriptures we've taken, is that we are one people, irrespective of our faith. Our faith shouldn't divide us. It should just faith, which teaches us to be united and love each other. And we have no choice because we are one people. We are
okay. And he's
ethno-religious front lines, ethno-religious. A section of the country is predominantly one faith nation who have shared citizenship. Citizenship should bind us, while our faith remains personal. There should be from the same source. We are all Abrahamic faithfuls. Therefore, we are enjoined by even the...
Okay, still moving on to what the Quran says. The Quran also states in the preceding verse, that's verse 4 of the same chapter in the Al-Ma'idah, that animals which you train as Allah has taught you. So eat of what they catch for you and mention the name of Allah upon it and fear Allah, our brothers keep.
Yes, but to eat each other's food.
That means we're not to discriminate.
It's ironical, for example, when you say you don't want to eat a Muslim's food or you don't want to eat a Christian's food, yet you work for Dangote, who pays your salary as a Christian, or you work for Tracy. It is inevitable. God couldn't have created this world and set us on a collision course, because He knows He created us to be interdependent. He created to share, to love, because we are one people, one faith. We are the same. There is no difference between us.
And also let us know what you think about living in harmony, regardless of tribe, creed, or faith. You can follow us on our social radio 101.1. Your suggestion. Before we went for that short break, we were discussing, feel free to share your meat, feel free to eat food with the Christians, Now, before we left, I stated a question.
Personality. We must respect with his own perception.
99011. Okay, before the calls come in, the minister also condemned the prevalence of hate speeches in the country and warned speeches.
We do not understand. We do not really, and we have to enlighten people on what hate speech really is.
Okay, Majid, I'm going to cut you short there. Let's take this call and we'll continue.
So I'm supporting what.
All right, thank you so much. Hello. All right, can talk.
Message, it's good one, but as I listen to be doing another thing, because all those things, Mr. President contributes. They see as we are the same, we are equal. I don't see anybody, agitation on no chair of a woman. The statement of that woman is something. In fact, is something
that you choose your words carefully, please.
Yes, I use that. I never say anything bad. People in some,
Hello. Hello.
But you people are doing the best thing.
Thank you so much, Ayuba.
Enlightening us to know what other people do. And one thing there is love. That love that is the greatest thing among the faith, the grace, all the faith of you, and love Him. That's why His religion, that's why His belief. Well, that is my contribution.
All right, thank you so much for that contribution. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. These issues.
Yeah, thank you very much. You see, the greatest gift that God has given mankind is freedom.
So it's an act of foolishness for man to think that he can impose the ideology on fellow man.
I would beg you to choose your choice of words.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
I'm listening.
So in this country, so the president is a man of integrity, and he has his own opinion.
All right, I'm struggling with a little bit of cold right here, but then it will not stop me from grabbing my Salah Ram. Remember that please use or tend to denigrate anybody on this station, okay? Thank you so much. Remember that the number to call is 080011. I'll take it again. 08111. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
My name is Dr. Yohana.
Yes, so where are you calling me from? Poor network service. Do Nigerians recognize the dangers of inherent, or rather the inherent dangers in hate speeches?
Now, I say this because I said this today. When you preach consistently against a particular faith or people of a particular faith, and you preach them, when you describe people as infidels, you shouldn't be surprised you have Boko Haram insurgency as we have it today. Similarly, when you go to the Egyptian conflict of old, that has nothing to do with Nigerians of today, that has nothing to do with Tracy and Majid, and you says this. Look at all over the world today in the Middle East. We have lots of wars going on. I can assure you, those wars choice than to love each other and uphold our shared citizenship. You know why? Because if you destroy this, some of these hate doctrines emanate from, we don't take Muslims of Nigerian origin in as refugees.
Okay, I'm going to just stop you there. Let's take a call. Hello? Please, can you turn down the volume of your radio set? Remember, if you are away from it before you make the call, Majid, you can continue.
Now, the lesson learned is that, look, we have no other country than Nigeria. They are all upholding their citizenship and maintaining their territorial integrity, irrespective of faith. Let me narrow the Nigerian of even Christian faith than the Muslim from Saudi Arabia. I owe you loyalty. I am to defend him. I'll be required to go to Saudi with a visa. Separate laws for foreigners, whether or not you're a Muslim or not, and for citizens. Therefore, the lesson I've learned from this is, look, why not come back and those countries will not take us in as refugees. You know why? Because we are foreigners. We will pollute their country. We will bring the mess we've made of our proxy war going on in the Middle East. Iran on one side and Saudi on the other side, sponsoring proxy wars. They are not taking in refugees.
Where are you calling us from?
I want to say good morning to Majid also.
Good morning, sir.
So my name is Mr. Obona Elugu. For this topic you people are talking about this morning. You know, I am a Christian, and I am living here in Abuja, but it's artist. They come over here and stay with me. Some months, about 6 to 7 months. I told them that I'm not the owner of religion. That God owns religion everywhere. That He is the one that can take care when you count me as your own enemy as well. But religion can never make us to separate as a father and a son. I'm living with him as a son. And he used to go to mosque, I used to go to church. Nothing we can see in color. Even the white, the black, and all colors is red blood. May God bless this church.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
God bless you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's you so much?
And I want to pray for the president. May God give him good health to take all of you.
Amen.
And that is my contribution.
All right. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Please, our citizenship. I'm emphasizing the issue of citizenship here. A lot of Nigerians are torn between their faith and their citizenship. You are meant to believe that your loyalty is with children of Israel, who are citizens of another country. On the other divide, among some of our Muslim preachers, we are taught to have sympathy with Muslim brothers of foreign countries. So that when there's a conflict, for example, in the Middle East, it translates here violently. Somebody sees the next Christian as the one oppressing.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
My name is Emeka.
Emeka, why is your voice? All right, Emeka, where are you calling us from?
Well, I'm calling you to thank you for this program. I love it. This to go through them. So sometimes we do talk to them. Talk H talk. I used to bring violence. So
Thank you so much. Hello. Hello. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Thailand. Please, there's something I want to ask.
Okay.
In Nigeria, because you people are talking of hate speech.
Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. First and foremost, let's talk about this hate conversation, hate speech.
Talk.
No.
But I also think that there is an attempt to politicize the issue of hate speech by some of the political leaders, at all levels of government. An individual based on his faith, ethnicity, or state of origin.
Basis of attributes such as race, religion, ethnic origin, disability, orientation, or gender.
Simple. So that's monitored to ensure that they stop this little statement they make on the pulpit, on the mat, that incite that when you describe a Muslim as an Egyptian, it's hate speech. We may not understand the implication of such because it registers the same country but of different faith now see each other as enemies.
But let me ask you a question. You see, for me, who is a Christian, my understanding of an unbeliever is a Christian word. It's an English word, rather. It's not a Christian word. It's an English word. Non-believing. It's just to say this person doesn't believe in what we believe in. It's an English word. But it does not translate to action towards the person should change. The Bible doesn't preach that.
No, what you're just telling us now is the ideal Christianity. What are Christians? Or what is Islamic and what is Muslim? People have taken these things out of context for selfish reasons. Don't eat his food. That is the context within which we are discussing this issue now. Because a lot of Muslims will also tell you that after all, Boko Haram, they are not Muslims. And I say no. Boko Haram is not Islamic, but they are Muslims. Some people thought the things these young men are doing, hate preachings, that these young men are now trying to put to practice because they believe so much that those hate preachings are people. But to live in tolerance, unity, and love is very important.
That's right.
A lot of preachers have set both. They are conditional Nigerian because of their faith. They are conditional. There are some things they accept in this union, and some things they do not accept. They become a little bit of an anti-Nigerian until, so we have these tendencies, and it's pulling us apart. So we have to deepen the.
How prepared are we as Nigerians? Are we prepared for all of us to shun hate speech, seeing as we have described and ethnic origin, sexual orientation, disability, or gender?
Yes.
So now that is different from speaking out.
It's not hate speech. It's government.
It's government.
But when you do just what you just described, based on somebody's identity, you ascribe certain. All Igbos live in the north. It's hate speech because you know why? Even Igbos who don't know Nnamdi Kanu, who don't believe in Nnamdi Kanu, who don't even like Nnamdi Kanu, because they are now Igbo. I'll give you a typical example. An editorial by a newspaper tried to blame Nigeria's problem on the Igbos for the same. Do you know what is hate speech? Tracy, you are an Igbo woman. You were not born in 1966.
I wasn't part of it.
You weren't part of it. But that.
I really wanted to take the call because it was a long distance call.
It makes you guilty
trying to go, yes,
for the offense of Izogu, who we do not know. Have no. If I he's from the Midwest, nothing from the Eastern region where you come from today. But somebody is saying Igbo. It was a black
race. Yes.
So what we are doing?
That's okay. Great. Hello, Mr. George. Yes, Mr. George.
Calling from Thailand.
Okay, talk to me, sir.
Started from this Buhari regime.
Why would you say that?
You understand? That is hate speech. Okay, that is hate speech. He started, but that word, 5%. Buhari is a Nigeria elected president, not only. So he's supposed to cater for everybody. He's a president of Nigeria, not president of 95%. Okay?
You know that the president actually said he was quoted out of context in saying that his government would only recognize the zones that voted for him during the election. But you see, it is different if a person is quoted out of context.
My sister, you mean that you want to contest for a governor or a president of the country?
Yes.
Don't expect 100% of Nigerians to vote. Do you understand?
I understand you, Mr. George.
So he caused all these things. He caused all these. Thank you too. Thank you.
Well, I see a point in what Mr. George is trying to say. Even though cannot, honestly, be treated equally.
Equally, you see.
You are trying to say that you will give preference,
and he has actually shown preference for Nigerians of his own section of the country. This is the bitter truth. And as somebody said earlier, beyond this very beautiful speech, Salah message, the president must demonstrate practically what he has. Best way to show that he was quoted out of context is to reverse some of these appointments that are skewed in favor of this part of the country. And
not running a monarchy where everybody is supposed to. No.
Nobody votes. The reason they didn't vote for you was they feel you cannot deliver an industrial hub with massive infrastructure.
And then you do it.
You do it. And next time they say, oh, come back. Those people would have learned to vote for you because you've cleared their doubts. That's what you're supposed to do as an elected leader of a united country.
Well, 4 minutes before we step right out of the building and wrap up the X-ray. Finally, what are your views about ethno-religious tolerance in Nigeria?
See,
they don't even know when they're saying it.
They don't know what they're saying. They don't know how far these things can go.
So which means that the Ministry of Information needs to come and educate people.
True. Look, train a Nigerian from basic education level to secondary to tertiary to be detribalized. He sees a Nigerian as a Nigerian and he will learn to judge a Nigerian by the content of his character, not his religious faith, policies, philosophy that will develop the Nigerian mind along this line.
But I think that was what Martin Luther King was saying when he talked about his
an African American into the White House to become president.
Even though it took a while.
But even in Nigeria today, I can tell you this: it will be different for any woman to be elected governor of Kano. So we
haven't gotten there yet.
Exactly.
We haven't gotten.
We are all the same. We are the same.
That's right.
We are who we have decided to be now. So we can all decide to be Nigerians. I will be Nigerians.
Well, on that note, I would still congratulate our Muslim brothers and sisters who are currently celebrating Salah. Barakah Salah to you. That's right, you said
yes. So. The loss of a brother who has been actually indisposed. We just lost him a short while ago. To make our celebration a bit bleak. But we thank God for a life well spent. And we came from God and we shall return to him. By the mercy.
I pray that God will give them fortitude to bear the loss. We wish them strength in this moment. Enlighten me on certain issues. I do hope that maybe when it comes to Christmas holiday too, I can talk to you about certain things that should add a great and a wonderful show. Coming tomorrow is something that I know a lot of people will raise their eyebrows on, but then it is a person doing it in this country. Are we not overextending it? The reason why I'm dropping this topic here is so that you can go and rally everybody and come for the people that. Why is it always so much? Look at these public holiday. I mean, I know Salah is Friday, Saturday. So we have, thank you so much to my assistant producer, Danny. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to people listening in HMedics. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who has made this show a wonderful one. God bless you all. Bye-bye.